seems to be a lot of people I've talked to that feel as though a team like Kentucky that has been viewed as a powerhouse, obviously, need good quarterback play, and it seems like the monkey's on your back. You ready to carry it?
Yes, yes. I've heard that many times that the quarterbacks have not performed well here. And we're installing the offense, okay, and we're on day 3, and it's a gradual process as far as being able to put everything in from red zone to third down, everything that we do offensively, and then the quarterbacks to be able to learn it. And it's like riding a bike. They're going to have to fall down before they're going to get good at riding wheelies and doing stunts and all that kind of stuff. So we're still in the infant stages right now. We have progressed from day 1 to day 3. The goal is to go from day 1 to day 15 and really progress so that we can go into the summer, and then we're going to reinstall and re-go through everything and detail it even more. But again, the biggest thing with quarterback play is targets and decisions. We've got to throw the ball on target, and we've got to make good decisions with the football. They're making good decisions right now, and we got to get better at throwing on target. And that's what footwork and being able to move your feet and your mechanics and all those kind of things that we work on from day 1. The day 1 we started doing drills, and it was like infant stages of drills. Their feet aren't right. They're not where they need to be. We got better from day 1 to day 3. So from day 3 to day 6, we got to get better. And we're still installing new offense. So what happens is your brain starts to go crazy because you're installing new offenses, new plays, new schemes to be able to attack defenses, and we got to be able to have things, and I call it like having tools in the toolbox. You have to have plays that you can pull from your toolbox to go attack different defenses at different times. So we're going to build our toolbox so we have tools that we're able to go work with, and then once we get the toolbox built, we're going to get good at using those tools. And that's going to take time and process, but we're in the process of doing that right now.
Are there any drill work or things that are specific to what you do that maybe these guys haven't done before, or is it all pretty standard?
Well, again, I don't know what they've done in the past, but their footwork wasn't where it needs to be. And what I mean by that is what I coach is not taking big steps in the pocket. And when you take big steps, you're not able to throw the whole time that you're stepping. Okay, so I teach them to take smaller steps so their feet are underneath them, and they got to be able to move their feet quick in the pocket to be able to deliver the ball. Well, they're not used to doing that, so we got to start from scratch with a lot of that stuff. So again, they've got better from day 1 to day 3, but that's how you're able to throw the ball on target, because your feet are underneath you. That's why you see the NFL guys do so well. Tom Brady, that's why Peyton Manning's had so much success. His footwork is incredible for such a big guy to be able to throw on time and be able to get the ball out. And that's what we got to build, is great footwork with our releases and everything else that we're doing.
Are all those guys kind of on the same level as far as learning the offense? It's new for everybody.
Yes, yeah, they're all at the same level as far as learning. Now you got different maturity levels. Obviously, with Drew and with Gunnar Hoke, Gunnar still should be in high school, and he's doing a good job of learning where he's at. And they're all going to have a little bit different learning styles. So I got to learn them as we're going too on how they learn and how I coach them and what to do. And again, one guy makes a mistake here with a route, and then the next guy makes a mistake with the same route on a different mistake, and they got to learn from each other. So every time they got to get mental reps, continue to get better, and then continue to learn the offense as we go from practice to practice to practice.
What's Steven sort of adapted to the league from JUCO?
And again, he's a mature kid. He's actually, I think, the oldest kid. He's very close to Drew, but he has a really good maturity level. I really like that a lot. Again, completely different from junior college ball to SEC football. So he's realizing right now that they run a lot faster in the secondary. He can't hang the ball up as long as he could. I've got to get him to throw the ball, and he's got a good arm, good pace on the ball. He's putting on weight. He's came in at 169. I think he's at 187 right now. So he's gaining weight, whereas what we want him at, and he's going to lose weight. After you go through spring ball, you're going to lose a little weight this summer. We'll get it back up, and we'll continue to put weight on him. But he's progressing nicely. Well, we'd like him to, I told him 200 pounds is probably, because once you get to 200, he's going to end up coming down from that. But I think 200 pounds reasonable for him. He's got a big frame, and he's eating, he's working at it. Like I said, from 169 to 187, what's 18 pounds that he's put on since he got here in January, and we're in mid-March. So not unrealistic that he can put on 13 more pounds by August. I'll tell you what, Davis had a really good day today, and we're playing everybody. I'm letting all 5 quarterbacks play. Drew and Steven are getting a little bit more reps than the other 3, but they're all 5 playing, and they're all 5 progressing. And Davis had a heck of a day today. He's a valedictorian and is really smart, which is really big to be at quarterback. So he's doing a heck of a job learning the offense. He's repeating everything that I can say. He's learning how to say it the right way. He's a leader. I like a lot of things about him. Again, he's progressing well, so we'll see how he continues to do well. But his skill set's just as good as any of them. His footwork's a little bit behind, but so is everybody else's, and I told him we got to get better.
On the fundamentals, you talk about footwork and so forth. Have they been receptive to what you're asking to, or are they like, oh, I've never done this before, and you're getting a little resistance?
Well, when I show them film of Drew Brees doing it in college, the same drills, I said this is before he's making $20 million a year, and I'm showing him Drew Brees do the drill. Then I'm showing him Gunnar Kiel doing it at Cincinnati, who just threw 50 touchdowns in 2 years. Showing him Brendan Kay, who went to the Pittsburgh Steelers doing the same drills. It makes it understand that we're not just doing them to do them. And then I take the drills and then show them game footage of us using the drills and game footage. So when we're doing them, it's not just that we're doing drills to do drills. We're doing drills that actually use. When I'm throwing dummies at them and they're having to get out of the way, then I show them a clip of Drew Brees having a linebacker fly right out of his face. He gets out of the way and he throws the completion. That's why we do the drills. So there's always drills that we do that pertain particular to what we're going to do in a game. And the whole key is to be comfortable being uncomfortable. We have to be comfortable being uncomfortable in the pocket. If you get so comfortable back there and then they bring a blitz and you throw the ball 50 feet over the receiver's head because you're not used to being uncomfortable, that's what's happened here in the past. And that's what I got to get them to understand is that we got to complete that ball even though the linebacker's in our face. So we're going to be doing drills, all those kind of things to get them to understand how to be able. Then we got to go play the game because at the end of the day we got to go play the game. So as much reps as we can get, it's going to help us get better and better.
So are you physically hoisting up and heaving, tackling dummies?
Oh yeah, we'll do all that stuff. We'll do everything to them. They'll have so many things happen where the actual game is easier for them. So it takes time though. We can't just do all these drills in one day, but over 15 days we'll have all these drills thrown at them where I'll be moving them, making them feel uncomfortable, and then be able to go progress to the next level when we go out to go play in scrimmages. And again, Saturdays will be our test day because we're going to have Saturdays where we actually get to play live football, and that's we won't be live as quarterbacks, but you'll get that. Be able to move the football. A lot of the drills we do, we throw a touchdown and the ball's got to come back to the same spot, and you don't get that feeling of being able to be successful all the time. And we got to change that culture and be able to get good at that too.
How actively involved are you with the wide receivers, and what are you seeing from them?
Right now, we're all meeting together every day. So Coach Thomas and I meet with them every day with the receivers. So they're all together all the time. They're hearing the same things I hear the quarterbacks, as the receivers are hearing the same things that I tell the receivers, that Coach Thomas says to the receivers, all those situations.